All right, good evening and welcome to Talking Sports Live. Rob J. Jamie Horton, and we are here at Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi. We have a full show today. Speaking of full, we have a full show today.
Full show. Yeah. I just wanted to know, but I missed you last week.
Oh, I missed you too. I was out in Birmingham and almost got arrested, but yeah, she was nice. She was a nice police officer. She was a nice officer. She was really, really nice. And I'll say this: the Birmingham Police Department did a fantastic job of making sure everyone was safe, everybody's car was safe, and they had the command staff out there, and they just made sure everybody was safe. And they were so friendly. Yeah, they were so friendly.
Well, when we found out that you may get arrested, I'm gonna tell you, I said, Bernard, Ron may be getting arrested. You know what he said? Let him rot.
Did he say?
He said, let him rot.
That sounds like something he would say.
We have the video. We can go back and replay.
All right. Well, before we get started, I want to let you know that this show, of course, is brought to you by Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. Their motto is, let us in, we'll keep them out. 601-939-5231. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal, 601-709-7777. Willie T. Abson Law Firm, experienced, knowledgeable, and caring. The number with Willie T. Abson Law Firm is 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing Agency. It's a full-service advertising and marketing agency. The number there is 601-339-2040. Richard Shaw of Dynastics Promotions, the official clothier of Talking Sports Live. Richard's number is 601-353-1956. And more sportsmen. Oh, you got a logo.
You got a logo.
Oh,
he debuted it last week.
We got a logo.
Got him a logo.
More sports management and entertainment. The logo is where we give you more. More of what? 601-260-3509. So we thank all of our sponsors. Jamie, want to start out on a sad note. A young man who played in Greenville, Mississippi, played high school ball in Greenville football. He came home and he was tragically killed. His name is Alex Foster, 18 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and played for the University of Baylor. Just a sad situation. We pray for his family and in the community also. I wish these kids just put these guns down.
What is it with that man?
I don't know. Rob, if I guess if we knew we can help solve the problem, but just gonna take a lot of prayer and community, work from churches and community groups to try to get these kids to put these guns down. It just causes more trouble for themselves and everybody else too.
I'm gonna tell you, when the legislature and all of these whoever agreed to have this open carry, I knew this would happen.
That's right.
That's what look. That's what it's designed for.
It's like the OK Corral.
Yeah, I mean, why would you have people walking around with guns?
Exactly.
Man? I mean, why do that? I knew when they came up with that law, you can walk around and carry. This was going to happen, and a lot of black people would get killed with this. I know that,
and it's a sad situation. That kid was, playing for football, a lifelong dream, I'm sure. And he came home and got killed.
Yeah,
that's sad.
He played at St. Joe High School in Greenville, and again, like you said, we just want everyone to remember his family, remember this young man. I know this family has been going through a lot. I know it's terrible what they're dealing with, but again, just remember Alex Foster. He was fatally killed when he came back home to Greenville. I guess during the summer break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think they had to be back at a certain time for summer workout, so he probably just came home for a little while to visit.
Yeah. So we start with that sad news. But again, this show can be seen, like you said last week, and you did a great job. You always do a great job.
I appreciate it.
You did great.
I try my best to live up to the legacy of Rob J. The legend. That's right, Brother Nick. The legend.
Well, this show can be seen each and every Sunday night on the Lou, My 35, the Lou, and they do a great job too.
They do.
And we appreciate them.
We certainly
appreciate them. Pat Anderson and everybody over at the Lou. But we have a lot to talk about. The NCAA, the field is set. Ole Miss is in. Mm-hmm. Mississippi State is in. I don't know how they got in. And Southern Miss is in.
I'm surprised by Mississippi State being in. I really ain't.
I'm surprised. I mean, they got hot. They were terrible all year. Mm-hmm. They got hot after they fired the coach. Yeah. They went to the SEC tournament, got their head busted. Yeah. And they got in.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to tell you who my dark horse is.
Who's that?
USM.
Is that right?
There's no atmosphere like baseball in Hattiesburg. Yeah. I'm just being honest. I think that it's going to be very interesting to see them. Those guys are good. Mm-hmm. I mean, when Corky Morgan, Palmer retired, I said, well, maybe they're going to go down a little bit. But it seemed like to me it's still the same kind of level of play. So we'll see.
And this is a baseball state.
It is. Well,
I mean, all three teams are good. I tease Mississippi State.
You think it's a baseball state?
I think so.
I think it's more of a football.
You think it's more of a football state? We hadn't won a national championship in football, other than Jackson State.
Well,
but the big three, they won. What? Ole Miss won it first, and no. Mississippi State won first, and then Ole Miss came. So yeah, they take serious.
Well, yeah, but I still think it's if you look at the high schools and everything. Yeah. Overall, I think it's just a football state.
I can't agree with, but there's a lot of. I'll say this: there's a lot of really good baseball played here.
Correct.
In Mississippi.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you who my dark horse is. My dark horse, who to make a little noise. I don't think they're gonna win the whole thing. Is Bethune-Cookman.
Really?
Yes.
They're not. Would you give us a summary of the SWAC tournament, right quick?
The two teams that ended up playing each other for the championship, the SWAC championship, was Bethune and Florida A&M.
Well deserved.
Both of those. I tell you, who surprised everybody was Grambling. Grambling. I mean, they just started beating everybody towards the. They had to beat FAMU twice. They beat them the first game, but then lost the second game. But Grambling made a lot of noise. Jackson State lost the first game to Alabama State.
Yeah. Had
to come out of the losers bracket. They beat Texas Southern.
Yeah.
And then ended up losing to Alabama State again.
Okay.
Lost to Alabama State again. And, we got to stop this. We can't keep having this.
We sure can't.
No, because we lost to them in women's tennis, in men's basketball, and now this. Yeah, it's got to stop.
We beat them in football.
Beat them in football. We sure did.
And,
that's
what
really matters.
But after that, we got a little melee. And I wasn't nowhere near it.
That was a melee.
You remember when they got the fight this past year?
Did they?
Yeah. When Lil Willie went down there trying to grab.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
I forgot all
about that. I forgot. But, yeah, so I want to congratulate Jackson State on winning the award for the overall men's points in the SWAC. Alabama State won it, men and women. It's called the Commissioners Cup.
Yeah.
Alabama State won that, but Jackson State won it on the men's side.
Okay, that's good.
So congratulations to Jackson State. Congratulations to Ashley Robinson, named the AD of the year for the 3rd year in a row.
Well deserved.
Wow.
Well deserved. I mean, you know, he's a good guy. You know, he's really propelled that sports program up to another level since he's been the AD at Jackson State.
Yeah. But I will say this about Jackson State baseball. They ended up with 30 wins. When you get 30 wins, you are very successful. How many teams in the SWAC had 30 wins yet? Bethune with 37, FAMU with 33, Alabama State with 32, and Jackson State with 30. You know,
even with that 30, Rob, they finished 6th place. So some key losses in the SWAC probably hurt Jackson State down the stretch.
Yeah, I know they lost to Prairie View, and
I'm gonna tell you, Bethune in Florida, A&M, you know, they're in a state where
what is it with those two?
They're in a state where you know they breed baseball. I mean, in Florida, so Coach Omar had to do a real good job of trying to recruit. And I'm gonna tell you who surprised me. It's Southern. Southern used to, way down.
Oh, way down. Oh,
yeah, you know,
way down.
They used to be way up.
They sure did.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'll tell you who surprised me: Texas Southern.
Winning.
Yeah, they were way down also.
Yeah.
They ended up losing 3 in a row.
But Alcorn had 1 SWAC win, and that's it, and 6 games total.
Yeah, they having a little issues.
Apparently.
They had a few little issues. They had 1 SWAC win.
1 SWAC win. Who they beat?
If I'm not mistaken, I think they may have beat Valley. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Valley ended up with 6 SWAC wins. Alabama A&M only 2 SWAC wins.
Wow.
Oh my! And they finished 10-40.
And that was one of the teams Jackson State lost to this year.
Alabama A&M.
Yeah.
See,
it kind of got a little rocky for JSU.
Games like that.
Yeah.
Could have prepared you up in the standings a little bit. You gotta beat teams.
But I tell you who's going to be pretty good next year is Valley.
In baseball?
Yeah, they're going to be pretty good. I think things are starting to look up at Valley.
I'm going to tell you, I said the same thing like last week when Coach Turmo was here. I told him, I said, to me, with the upgrading the facilities and things like that, I think you're going to see a steady climb up for Valley in all sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll say this, man, with the SWAC having this tournament at Rickwood Field, the historic Rickwood Field where the Negro Leagues played, man, that was when I first got there, I was like, what is this? But it's very historic. They have a museum in there. They have the bat that Willie Mays hit. They have the glove that Satchel Paige had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. If you get a chance to go to Birmingham, you got to stop by Rickwood Field. Don't go by there at night. You go there at night if you want.
He's not lying.
but it is very historic, man. And there was no bad seat in that stadium. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they had what do they call it? Not the awning, but they had the shed over it.
Yeah, the covering.
Yeah, where you can sit in the shade and the cool. So it was nice, man. And kudos to the SWAC for having it there in the commissioner.
Do it kind of remind you of Smith Wheels?
A little bit better than Smith Wheels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit better than Smith Wheels.
Okay.
I mean, more seats and the I keep calling it the awning, but the hanging it goes from left field to right field. It just covers you. There's no bad. You can choose to sit in the sun if you like. But no, it's really.
But it's shaded.
It's shaded.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Nice press box, and I mean they didn't change anything because I was like, "Where the elevator?" And the lady said, "There's no elevator because it's a historic landmark.
Yeah,
and they couldn't do that. They couldn't put an elevator in there. Yeah,
so you had to use the staff.
Use that, which wasn't that bad. It kind of like going up to Smith Wheels. Just walk up there and get to see.
Which is another historic facility in itself too.
Absolutely. All right, we are here at Full Moon Barbecue, and we want you to continue to join us as we broadcast here on the Lou My 35 again each and every Wednesday night, Talking Sports Live in partnership with Full Moon here in Madison have launched the Talking Sports Live Happy Hour each Wednesday from 5 until 8. During this time, customers will receive a 50% discount on all beverages, including beer, soft drinks with their meals, and children under 12 get their drinks absolutely free. Keep listening for your chance to win a fabulous prize here with our trivia question. That's all coming up on Talking Sports. You fall if you want to.
We got to cancel the show.
We'll be back.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Gonna keep on.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Who that was? All right, welcome back. Welcome back to where we at, man. Full Moon Barbecue. We had a gentleman stop by. He wanted to speak, and I think he's walking behind Bernard Wright. He's walking behind Bernard Wright.
Yeah,
all right.
He asked you for $100.
He asked me for $100.
Where's $100 at?
Yeah, he's rocking up the wrong tree. But you know, the NBA playoffs underway, and it looked like by the time we hit the air here,
somebody gonna be eliminated.
The Knicks gonna be gone.
Yeah, probably will.
The Knicks gonna be gone.
So I mean, where did Indiana come from?
I told you, I said I didn't really have much confidence in the Knicks, but I tell you this though, I'm proud that they even made it that far.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Rob, they're disappointing me because I thought the Knicks was gonna pull out this series.
But Indiana's kind of deep.
They're good and they're healthy.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that they was good. I know Halliburton and those guys was pretty talented, but
yeah,
they showing me something. So I think it's gonna be them and OKC in the finals.
And I know that the NBA don't want to see that.
No, because their ratings gonna be lower than this table.
But no, I'm kind of the Indiana they just talked to me. I knew when the Knicks lost their first game, that's when it was over, because they had the game won. They had the game won, and they started dilly-dallying around shooting threes, and they blew it.
14-point lead with like, 2 minutes left?
It looked like it was a 14-point lead with 40 seconds left.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
And then they blew it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they blew it. But that when you lose that, because you figure Indiana was going to win one of those games.
Yeah.
But if the Knicks had won that game, it would be 2-2 right now. But they blew it. They blew it, and I knew that would be the end.
Yeah.
What about OKC, Minnesota?
Minnesota's good, but I think OKC's just better.
Yeah. Now, is Russell Westbrook out?
Russell Westbrook played for the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know he not with Oklahoma. He's been Oklahoma City a while.
In years.
So what does Oklahoma City have?
They got Shy. They got
the MVP.
Yeah, the MVP. They got what's the guy named? The Thompson guy. They got a whole bunch of guys who are no names but good.
Wow.
Not a lot of star power except for Shy, but other than that, those guys are good. They play very well together.
Wow.
They're very athletic team.
Yeah.
And they like to run. Mm-hmm. So Indiana likes to run. So this is gonna be interesting.
It may be an interesting series.
I think it will be.
If the Knicks don't come back, which I don't think they will.
I think it will be.
Yeah. But so Westbrook is not with Oklahoma City.
He ain't been with OKC since you was a little bitty baby.
The B baby.
Little bitty baby.
Wow.
Yeah, Rob, did you really think that he was still with OKC?
Like I said, I ain't really been watching it.
He don't had 5-6 different teams since then.
Yeah.
The Lakers.
He was
the
not with the Lakers.
Yeah.
He was with the Lakers?
Yes. Well,
and they
Lakers, the Clippers, Denver Nuggets. I think he went to somebody. I think they got 3 or 4 teams since then.
Wow. And now he's with the Nuggets.
Yes.
And they got put out.
And now he's at home.
Do you like this guy with Minnesota? Who was this?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And the kid is special.
Yeah.
He's a player. He kind of reminds me of my boy Kobe Bryant. He really does. I mean, he's a hooper.
Will you watch the NBA playoffs if it's at the final? You'll watch the final.
I'll watch a little of it.
Whoever's in.
Yeah. I watched a little, of the playoff game between Minnesota and OKC and Indiana. That's when I said I didn't know that Indiana was that good until I saw them.
Yeah, and like I said, I really wasn't getting too deep into the Knicks, being a Knicks fan, because I'm still trying to come down from the Chiefs losing in the Super Bowl.
That's still bothering.
That's still okay. That call with the Saints and the Rams, that still bother you, don't it?
What?
Okay.
It's gonna bother me probably until
Same
y'all
thing.
put dust on me.
Same thing. They showed that the other night.
And they show it all the time.
Well, they said that's the worst call in NFL history.
The worst no call.
Yeah, the worst no call. In NFL
I mean, how can you not make that call?
I don't know.
And you know what, Rob? Ever since
They
then,
doing over there. Y'all keep it down over there. What they doing? What
you say?
What you say, bro, Nick? You can.
The worst call was Dallas.
You can get the.
Wait,
Get in there. You can sit down now. You get in there. Get in there.
You know, the worst call was
You can get in the seat so you can see what we.
yeah, thank you, Rob. You know, the worst call was Dallas.
Dallas what?
Well, Dallas when Dak was trying to reserve the time. You know, when Dak when the referee called the play against
Talking
Dak.
about when he put the ball down and gave it to the referee.
No, he didn't give it to the referee.
Well, yeah, he put the ball down, right?
He put the ball down and tried to hike it.
So how was that the worst
How was
call?
that the worst call?
Because it's referee interference.
How was that referee interference?
No, it's not, because you have to give the ball to the ref after every play.
Correct.
So he can mark it. And Dak did not do that. They ran the play. He ran up there, got the ball, and was ready to hike it. He can't place the ball himself. He ain't no referee.
So you mean to tell me telling me that call, what he did was worse than that no call for the pass interference with the Saints?
Yes. Keep your composure. You're on TV.
You know what?
Keep your composure. You're on TV.
I don't even know why we.
Why we even go there? Because you already know. So my thing is with them, and let me ask Brother Nick a question.
All right, go ahead, young man.
What is your prediction? Where y'all gonna be? Where y'all gonna place in the NFC East?
I think we're gonna win division.
Okay, well, let me.
I think we're gonna win the division.
You know, and that's another thing. They're saying that.
And he looking so
They're
serious.
saying that the Knicks are the.
What you say?
NBA
I'm looking
version.
so serious.
They're saying the Knicks are the NBA version of the Cowboys.
That's what they saying.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
It could be,
Yeah.
but I'm sorry.
Because did you see how when they beat Boston and they were all in the streets and they hit that guy with the garbage bags that had the Halliburton?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh, that one called for, man.
No, it would.
Okay, but this is the most likely Super Bowl matchups for next year.
Let's see if the Dallas Cowboys on this list.
Okay, this is the Eagles versus Chiefs.
See, I'm not like you. I call balls and strikes. I call it just like it is. I'm not one of those fans that I go off the deep end and that I'm a 49er fan, whether they're good or bad, like you are.
Okay,
So
I'm a Saints
you
fan.
got number one, Eagles versus Chiefs. Number two, most likely matchup, Eagles versus Ravens. Number three, Eagles versus Bills. Number four, Lions versus Bills. Number five, Lions versus Ravens. Number six, Lions versus Chiefs. Number seven, Rams versus Chiefs. Number eight, Commanders versus Chiefs. Number nine, Rams versus Bills. And number 10, 49ers versus Saints.
Who put number 10?
I don't know, but the
I put the list together.
Cowboys not on here.
I put the list.
This
together.
list is wrong.
So
Number
I
10,
think,
the 49ers should never been in here.
period.
I'm hearing that they're going to be pretty good.
I do too, man.
Give me this paper back.
Wait,
But listen to this. Isn't this? The Cowboy, whatever is on here,
The Dallas Cowboys ain't on here.
no, because I think they're going to win the division.
Okay, they're going to
This,
division.
yeah, they're
Over the
gonna win
Commanders?
division. Huh?
Over the Eagles?
Yes. Okay. Let me take this hit.
No.
Let me tell you.
I want to ask you this.
Okay.
Okay, well, you guys talked
Don't-
about the tush push last week.
Yes.
Did Knicks get in on the tush push?
Well, Knicks wasn't here last week.
Okay, what do you think about the tush push? They didn't ban it.
Uh-huh.
The league agreed not to ban it.
Right.
You like the tush push?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. So listen, let me tell you something. Let me put it this way. Let me. I don't know if that's a word, but let me. Allow me.
Okay.
Football needs to be football. All of these bans that they're coming up with can't touch the quarterback.
The tush push is basically rugby,
Yeah, and
but you can't do it on defense. You can't push anybody on defense.
I think that's unfair.
I just think
I think you just I think
like Jamie stop it. Don't let them get down there.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna let them push on offense, let them push on defense.
I agree with that.
That's on.
So
I agree with that.
If you letting the quarterback be pushed by the running back behind.
I agree with
I think the linebacker should get behind the nose guard and push him.
I agree with that.
Yes.
But I don't think you should ban the two exposure, but I think it needs to be on both sides of the ball.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Okay. So we're good.
Okay, we're good with that because the Packers started to ban talk.
Right.
They went to the NFL and said they need to ban. But I'll tell you how it would be banned.
How?
If the Chiefs did it and got it away with it against the Buffalo Bills, whatever the Chiefs do against the Buffalo Bills is going to get banned.
Well, you know what? If I had my druthers, it would the Super Bowl would be between the Saints and the Cowboys. Saints and Cowboys, and they would both win trophies for participation.
Why did you get him that mic?
I don't know why.
Why did you tell him to get his?
I don't know why I told him to get this.
They would good sportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, you did.
I can feel
The
I can
Saints,
kind of sense that there's
Saints.
channel surfing going on right about now.
the Saints and the Cowboys cannot play in a Super Bowl.
Where's it in the rule book?
Oh, it's in a rule book.
Where?
They,
It's in a
I have the rule book.
both
Bernard gave me the rule
cannot-
book.
both are my NFC conference attendees. They
Both of them
cannot play each other in the Super Bowl.
That's
It's a
correct.
team against the champion of the AFC
Uh-huh.
versus the champion of the
We need to
NFC.
change the rules.
Now they can play in the NFC Championship.
Yes.
Right.
That could happen.
Right.
But they cannot play in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to tell you this again. The Saints and the Cowboys cannot play in the Super
How
Bowl.
many times have we told him this?
I don't know. But he's going to make it. You know what? One day, one of those teams are going to go to the AFC and they're going to end up in the Super Bowl. And we're going to have to come.
That's right.
Yeah.
I may have my wings.
But you gonna come back.
I'm going to come.
And you're gonna come up to the vehicle and try to tell me, and I'm gonna let the window
Nah.
down. As soon as you get up, I'm gonna speed
No,
away.
it's going to be like,
Oh,
turn it down. Turn it far down. Turn it far down.
No doubt what he has done.
Oh my!
But no, man. But thank you, brother. That's our
But I still want-
he liked to
We like to jug us. But at the end of the day, I don't think that the Cowboys are gonna win the conference.
You don't think so?
I think the Commanders will.
I'm nervous about the Cowboys. I'm
I
not. Keep every year I say that they're going to do something.
Don't say it. Say it again.
You don't
they
think
won't
so?
do- No,
You don't think so?
no.
Okay.
I
All right.
just really feel that the Commanders are the best team in the NFC
You think so?
South. Yes.
In the NFC.
I mean, East.
Okay.
I would say
All right.
that whole division, that whole conference is
The whole conference.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what about the Falcons?
What about
They may, they may make a little noise.
the Atlanta Falcons? Will always be the Atlanta Falcons,
Wow.
even with Michael Phoenix,
even with Michael Phoenix.
as proven last year.
Wow.
They're
All
probably
right.
gonna protest against that coach when his son called Shadur.
That's right.
Probably gonna bring some other. If the Falcons even have a good season, then they're gonna try to bring that up.
Wow.
But they busters.
Wow. Well, we're going to take a break and come back. And when we come back, we'll talk about the Ole Miss softball team. They are fantastic. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay with us.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Go on and keep on.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Welcome back to Talking Sports Live. Rob J, Jamie Horton. We had a guest tonight. It was Eddie Payton. He was scheduled to come in tonight, and when I called him, he forgot. I'm like, how many times you got sacked, man?
Got hit.
Got hit. And lost for yards
in Minnesota.
But no, I don't want to tease with Eddie.
Yeah,
but next week we hope to get Eddie on the show. I want to pass out our trivia question now, and if you correctly answer this trivia question, you get a $10 gift card from Full Moon Barbecue. $10, and that'll get you his ink pen. All right. The question is, which tennis players faced off in the legendary 1973 match known as the Battle of the Sexes? If you know that answer, hit us up on our social media pages. That would be Talking Sports Live, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Well, it's not Twitter anymore. It's X. It's X. Yeah. So if you know that answer, which tennis players faced off in the legendary 1973 match known as the Battle of the Sexes, you can win a $10 gift card from Full Moon Barbecue.
Who's your favorite tennis player of all time?
Yannick Noah.
Ah, good one. You know who mine was? I liked it, Boris Becker.
Boris Becker? Yeah, that's good.
Boris, my boy. The second is John McEnroe.
Men or women?
Men.
Men, yeah.
And women, I would say, I like the Chris Everett Lloyd.
I like Serena.
And well, you know,
modern day.
Modern day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day,
Martina Navratilova.
Yeah, Martina for you and Chris Everett for me. Not today, of course, in this era, of course.
Yeah. Before we went to break, we were talking about the Ole Miss softball program. Congratulations to them. They make it to the College World Series, the Women's College World Series, for the first time in school history. And I watched that whole game when they played Arkansas. And man, I tell you what,
they're good.
They're really good. Yeah. They're really, really good. They have some really good pitching. And the young lady that was on the mound, in the circle for Ole Miss,
yes, she
was just lights out toward the end. And she was not deterred. She kind of reminded me of the pitcher with Jackson State, the young lady I was telling you about, number 10. They call her, what is I can't think of her name.
Her nickname?
Yeah, is they call her DK or something like that. But anyway, she was fantastic. And I just want to say congratulations to Ole Miss. And also congratulations to Coach, the JSU softball coach, if I hadn't done so already. Congratulations to them. They won the SWAC, went on to play Alabama. I don't think they were embarrassed and could have won the second game, but they did not. But congratulations to them.
I heard they had the bases loaded.
Bases loaded. Girl threw a wild pitch, and the girl from third for Jackson State didn't move.
Why?
She just stood there.
Oh.
That's the eternal question. Why did you move? Could have tied the game up, could have possibly won that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one-on-one in baseball.
So congratulations to the Ole Miss women. By the time we hit the air on the Lou on Sunday night, we'll find out how that game went at the College World Series. And again, I tell you what, Ole Miss is tearing things up.
Yeah.
The baseball team hosting a regional at Swayze Field. They've been named one of the 16 host sites for the NCAA Division I baseball championship. So congratulations, Ole Miss.
Softball team doing his
softball team doing well. Understand the golf team is on the cusp of making it to the NCAA tournament. So wow, it's good. They'd be a rep.
And the football team is supposed to be one of the top teams in the country.
They ain't gonna do that. But yeah. So congratulations to our producer Larry Nix, he calls them the University of Mississippi.
Yeah, that's what he never calls them Ole Miss.
Never calls them Ole Miss.
I don't think he never called them Ole Miss since I know him, and I've been knowing Nix for a while.
Yeah, he knows that they would prefer being called Ole Miss.
Yeah, but he never called them that.
He never calls them that. We talk about our former players who we liked. I tell you who one of my favorite quarterback that I liked back in the day.
Who?
Archie Manning. Loved Archie Manning. I loved him. Number 8. He was a good quarterback.
I didn't say anything.
Your face. He was a good quarterback. When he went to the Saints, they weren't that good.
Yeah, he didn't probably have a supporting cast.
Everywhere he went, they sent him to some really bad teams.
Yeah,
but he was a fantastic quarterback. I liked him when he was at Ole Miss.
I heard he was pretty.
What I can remember.
I mean, the Saints, we was just terrible then.
But man, look, I have a closet full of Kansas City Chiefs jerseys. The only jersey I don't have that's not Chiefs is Archie Manning,
Mhm.
Steve McNair, and Deuce McAllister.
Which one, Steve? You got the Houston Oilers or the Tennessee Titans?
I have it's the Oilers.
Oh, when he originally got drafted.
Yeah, and I have the cap, the Houston Oilers cap.
Yeah.
When they called me up on the stage, they thought I was with him. They just saw a black guy down there, like, come on, get it. Thought I was part of the family. But I was coming to
You was.
TV station, and I was at the foot of the stage when he was up there with the commissioner. They were like, come on up here. I was like, well, I'm not. They were like, come on. They gave me the cap. I will bring that Houston Oilers cap here next week.
So do you think that Steve will be elected to the NFL Hall of Fame? He should. But do you think they'll do it?
I don't know. His career was he went to a Super Bowl, but he didn't win it.
Yeah.
He was MVP.
He still was one of the
Yes.
I mean that and we saw him a lot.
Yeah.
And even when he was in college, and the kid was just special.
He was
a special kind of player.
He did share the MVP with Peyton Manning.
He did.
So he should. Maybe he should.
He should. I think he should.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say that the things that he's done while he was in the league, he should have won that game.
Yes.
And Mike Jones made a great tackle.
He sure did.
Oh, that I got to give it to him. That was perfect.
It was 1 yard away.
1 yard away.
And McNair really brought him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He was a special guy, man.
And your Astros are only one game out of first place.
I see that. And that's pretty good. How the Cubs doing?
We're first place, buddy.
First place?
First place. We're 3 games ahead of the St. Louis Cardinals. But you know what? And we're 13 games above 500. But I'm not finna get excited.
Oh man, that's pretty good. And they got my man from the Astros.
Yes.
How's he doing?
He's doing pretty good. He had a home run this weekend. The weekend series against.
I hate he left. I hate he left.
I mean, let me tell you something about Tucker. He a bad boy.
Yeah.
But sometimes money talks.
Yeah.
And the Cubs got a lot of money.
They do?
Oh yeah, the Ricketts, they don't mind spending money.
Wow. Yeah. So this could be the year the Cubs. Are the Cubs, do they have the best record in the National League?
We have the second best record, I think, Rob, behind, I think, the Dodgers. No, we had a half a game lead over the Dodgers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is all right.
Now, Philadelphia has the best record right now, the Phillies.
Oh, come on, Cubs. Knock them out. I took everything out of Philadelphia.
You don't like Philadelphia?
No, I'm starting to not like them.
Did you like them when Allen Iverson was playing?
I did.
Now, yeah.
I had me some Allen Iverson shoes.
Now, I'm going to tell you, Allen was my boy.
Yes, sir.
People say what they want about him, but I tell you, he was a hooper.
Because he gave his heart and soul to it.
He did.
So when he was up there talking about practice, I knew what he was talking about. Yeah. And everybody was mocking him and making fun of him. I knew what he was talking about when he was talking about practice. He gives his heart when he played.
Yeah.
And they played the Lakers, remember? And they just didn't have a chance. But did they win a game?
They won when he stepped over Tyronn Lue.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget that.
That is what Tyronn Lue is known for.
Yeah, when he not coaching, not playing, but when he got stepped over.
Is he still coaching?
He's coaching the Clippers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the head coach for the Clippers.
But yeah, I was a big fan of Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Allen was my boy. I liked it. Allen.
Yeah. Did you see Othello Harrington is with the Knicks? In some capacity, he's sitting behind the bench with the Knicks.
I didn't know that.
I think he's an administrator.
Really?
Yeah. Because when I saw it, I was like, "What are you doing there?" And I googled him, and he's an administrator with the Knicks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he sure is.
Oh my, I did not know that.
Yeah. Does he ever come back?
Come back when?
Also,
come back in.
Also,
I don't think so.
But yeah, he's an administrator with the Knicks, and so they'll be put out. So we got a winner yet, Bernard? Okay, again, the trivia question it's really simple. And we're asking these really simple trivia questions. You guys should know this answer. Which tennis players, name the 2 players that played in the 1973 tennis match known as the Battle of the Sexes?
That's easy.
That's very easy. Yeah. That's very easy. The lady had 3 names.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had 3 names.
3 names.
Yeah, 3 names. So
and the lady was one of the top tennis players of all time.
Yeah, yes. Sure was.
Yes.
With little black glasses.
With little black glasses. Yeah. And was very outspoken.
Yeah. The guy has since passed, hasn't he?
Yes, I think he is.
Yeah, he's since passed. But again, the high school baseball, Madison Central, they are your 7A state champs for the first time since 2021 after defeating the Brandon Bulldogs in the 3-game series. They all those games were played at Trustmark Park, and it was delayed because of the rain, because of the weather. But congratulations to Madison Central. One of the teams that was coming from, I think they were coming from the Delta, they had to push that game back because there was an accident on 55 and the bus was in the middle of it. Not the accident, but in the middle of that traffic. And they had while they were sitting there waiting on the bus, the game was supposed to be played.
Oh my!
So they had to push it back a little bit.
Well, they should get police escorts just like football do.
I thought they did.
No,
they don't get it in high school.
No, football seems to be the only sport that gets police escorts.
Well, we need to check with Bernard on that. And Bernard, a highway patrolman.
Yes, he's
a highway patrolman.
He's a Hines County sheriff.
Calm it down now.
No, it all depends.
Throw a rock in a pack of dogs that hit dog. Highway patrolman to have this deputy, same thing.
Different jurisdiction. But no, it all depends on that school district and that school if they will allow police escorts, because the Hines County schools, Hines County Sheriff's Office provide police escorts, and now a lot of the JPS schools have JPS police escort. So it all just depends on the school.
Okay, all right, thank you, Bernard.
Thank you. You know what? He's a wealth of knowledge.
We had a question earlier that Larry Nix presented, saying that Shador has signed a 5-year contract. Was 4 year for some million?
Yes.
Now is that now? But he hadn't made the team yet, has he?
No.
So
not officially.
So what's his contract business?
Well, he still signed a contract, so
they can't cut him.
Yeah, they can cut him. Cut you like a knife, like a slice of cheese.
How is he signing a contract?
With the NFL draft now, all the draft picks, they have to sign a contract.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, when they get cut, that contract is null and void.
Yeah, because it's from second round on down.
Okay, but it's a 4-year contract.
It's a 4-year.
If they cut me, I'm going to court. In my contract,
but in the contract it clearly states that you have to make it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll take another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark. You fall if you want to. Leaping over.
I'm telling you, that's going to be at the end. That's going to be it.
We'll be back.
Cut.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
All right, welcome back to Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Barbecue. Where also you can see us each and every Sunday night on the Lou, My 35, and we give you just an hour of sports here from Full Moon Barbecue, located 1935 Main Street. If you'd like to be a sponsor to the show, feel free to contact Inspirational Communications at 601-218-0425 or email inspirationalcg@gmail.com, and that's the letter N, inspirational, cg@gmail.com. Again, the number 601-218-0425. We thank all of our sponsors here on Talking Sports Live. We have a winner, Bernard.
Yes, sir, we do.
Okay. All right. You want to tell us who it is?
I was looking at it.
I thought Jamie was going to give it the winner.
Okay, Jamie,
since y'all have you know this gentleman, talking about the Saints ain't gonna win nothing.
Yeah,
based off his comment.
My good friend and fraternity brother Kurt Wilson.
Okay.
is the winner.
And the question was, which tennis players faced off in the legendary 1973 match known as the Battle of the Sexes? And they are
Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs.
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean, not my lover.
No, she was not. All right. On September 20, 1973, over 90 million global viewers turned into a tennis match, a record for the sport. Over 30,000 fans, the largest tennis crowd in America history, attended the event. It was held in the Houston Astrodome, a massive indoor stadium nicknamed the eighth wonder of the world. It's still, they hadn't torn it down
No.
yet. Jackson State played a couple of games there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to tear the Astrodome down, from what I understand.
Okay, good.
This is a landmark.
Okay, great. That's fantastic. I want to, before we went to break, we was talking about Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin is injured, so she is out for a few weeks at the WNBA. The team made the announcement on Monday that Caitlin will miss 4 games during that span, including 2 Commissioner's Cups games. One of those games is a match against the Chicago Sky and rival Angel Reese. Clark, who was the WNBA's 2024 Rookie of the Year, has averaged 19 points per game in this season. The Fever said more updates on Clark will be available following her reevaluation. And, there's a lot of controversy with her and Angel Reese.
Yeah.
And, let me just say this to them. Caitlin Clark is their cash cow. Okay. Before she got there, they were flying on a regular plane.
On the one with the propellers.
Yeah. Now they on charter flights.
Exactly.
Okay. You may not like her, but she is the reason you're getting all this stuff. So quit trying to kill her.
Yeah.
Okay. Quit trying.
Because you're going to go back to eating chicken and caviar.
And pork and beans and
pork and
cinnamon roll.
beans and cinnamon roll and tuna.
Yeah. Caitlin, no matter how you feel about her, you don't like her, she got a lot of people watching.
She does.
Yeah, so quit trying to. How did she get hurt this time?
I don't.
Or just pull a hamstring or something?
Yeah.
You like Angel Reese?
Yes.
You do?
I like Caitlin.
Yeah, I like Caitlin.
Yeah. I think they kind of remind me of the Larry Bird Magic.
Yeah.
Rivalry.
Yeah. But I tell you who I really, really like. I like Paige Beckers.
Yes.
From
Connecticut.
Did you go to Connecticut that game?
No, I didn't go.
You'll go. You'll go to watch Jackson State now.
Yeah, but I didn't go that game.
You didn't go to that one?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I met Paige, and she was really, really sweet, man. So I wish her. I like Paige more than I like Caitlin.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Caitlin, the only reason I like Caitlin because she liked the Chiefs. That's the only reason I like her.
No, she's a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, she's a Chiefs fan. I saw one day with a Chiefs jersey. I'm like, hey, okay, Caitlin.
So,
okay, buddy.
Are you ready for the Taylor Swift?
No, I don't want nothing to do with Taylor Swift, man.
Media hype starting in August.
Did they break up yet?
No, they still together. I heard they talking about getting married.
I was gonna try to find a woman to go up there and try to.
Actually,
They didn't break up yet?
No, Taylor was actually staying near there where they're having training camp where they was holding.
Yes, that's true.
And so they went out to, I think, the award show.
You gonna see a lot of her, buddy.
How he know that?
I guess he was out there.
How you know that?
Too. I don't know.
They went out to what award show?
It was the award show, the American Music.
Well, how you know this?
Don't worry about that.
That's just like that probably came from the information about the time when Deion Sanders was flying to go sign the contract at Auburn.
What are your thoughts on Travis Hunter getting married? In April and May, he had his number retired, he got drafted, and he got married.
Good luck to the brother. And what's your thought? I can't wait to hear this.
Listen, a lot of people are talking about this young lady. He didn't sign a prenup and all this. Like I said on the radio, if that's what makes him happy,
it's his business.
That's his business.
That's right.
That's his business. Nobody got anything to do with it.
Am I paying Travis Hunter's bill?
No.
Okay then.
No.
So leave him alone.
Leave him alone. Yeah. Leave Travis Hunter alone. I'm not a fan of him, but if he is in love with this woman, which he has been, you can see him on the thing dancing, and he look like Predator when you take the mask off. So leave him alone. If she want to look at Predator the rest of her life, let her look at him.
Maybe she liked the Predator.
Maybe she liked.
That's right. When she saw what the movie was called.
Yeah, you saw him
Predator. Yeah,
he was doing all that. Let you be happy, Travis Hunter.
That's right.
With this woman.
Quit telling everybody who to be with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy for the brother.
I'm happy.
That will make his boat float. Let it float on.
Yeah, that what makes his boat float. float on. You
Float
don't
on
wanna-
down the
you don't
Mississippi
want-
River.
And then people telling me you didn't sign a prenup. Let that man live his life.
Yeah,
Go play football.
correct.
Who he playing with?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let him go play with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Absolutely.
When they play the Chiefs, I hope the Chiefs knock his block off. But other than that, you go and live your life, Travis Hunter. When you play the Chiefs, I hope the Chiefs knock your block off. But other than that, Travis Hunter, go ahead and play.
You gonna try to make one game this year?
The Cowboys game. That's close as the Chiefs are gonna come.
I go with you.
You go with me?
Yeah.
That's close. Because I don't want Knicks to go with me.
What about if Dallas beat? If Knicks go with you, you're gonna be on side the road if y'all beat them. When y'all beat them.
If Knicks go with me when the Cowboys play the Chiefs and the Cowboys win, I am gonna be on the lamb.
Well,
I'm gonna be on the lamb.
Rob,
Gonna say, who killed him?
I don't think you got to worry about that.
They gonna say, "Oh, we easy to find. We already who."
I don't think you got to worry about that.
I don't know,
No,
man.
no,
And it's in Dallas though.
they like to cheat there now.
What
They like to cheat in Dallas.
do they?
What? It's Jerry's world.
Oh my!
They still gonna lose,
Oh my!
even if they cheat.
I can't say. I got to. They hadn't played preseason yet. I got to see what the Cow. And I'm hearing the Cowboys had a really good draft, so they may do something. And then Knicks is scaring me, saying that they're gonna win that division.
Rob, we go to this every year. We hear that the Cowboys got a good draft. We hear that the Cowboys signed the top free agent. We hear that the Cowboys got a new.
And by the way, Dak is
bad.
ready. Dak is ready this year.
I'm hearing that Dak is in really good shape.
Dak is ready. His off-season training was excellent. He's ready. Athleticism. Let me tell you something. Jerry believes in. He's all-American quarterback. Apple pie, hamburger,
Well, he ain't all
Coca-Cola.
that now. He ain't all that.
He's right around the corner. And let me tell you something. The Chiefs are going to have to deal with the hometown crowd when they go to Dallas, buddy. I'm telling you that right now.
The Chiefs been dealing with crowds with Buffalo.
Yeah, but you haven't been dealing with Dallas crowd.
Well, the Saints dealt with Dallas crowd last year, and we ended up winning 41-10.
Wow.
You know
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but you know what? Cheaters never win and winners never cheat.
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
See, he's scaring me. He's scaring me because he's got so much confidence in the Cowboys.
He's not scared.
Let me tell you something. You keep betting on the underdog. You keep rooting against the underdog.
Dan.
Keep rooting against the
You
underdog.
remember Scott Hall? The wrestler.
Scott Holmes.
Scott Hall. You remember he was part of the NWO with the Hulk
I
Hogan?
thought you said Scott Holmes. Is he related to
the
Pat
wrestler?
Holmes?
You remember
That is not his name.
Scott? You know Scott Hall. He used to play. He was a part of the NWO, and with Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash.
I don't
And
remember.
well, he used to do like this when folks tried to scare. He'd be like, "That's how I feel about the Cowboy right
Yeah, but the Cowboys one day, they can't be sorry forever. That's why I was stuck in there with the Chiefs. I said they can't be sorry forever.
Let's
the only team that's really sorry forever is Valley. I'm just,
let's go.
I did not say that, America.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I just think one day they're gonna come out of it. Jerry may leave them alone this year.
No, he's not going to do that.
You don't think so?
No, he can't. That's not even in his nature.
Yeah.
And then I'm still trying to figure out the number 10 on this list.
49ers? What, Bernard? That's his team. Bernard, you think the 49ers are going to have a good enough team? I'm hearing that they are going to be pretty good.
The only thing I say, we just wait till the first game because they're looking real good right now, preseason, before the season even start. But we've been with the injury bug for the past few years. So that's my only hold up in saying hopefully they don't have the injury bug again.
Okay, so in the AFC, they're saying the teams to beat the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Bills. That's it.
Yes.
Those three. The Chiefs, Ravens, Bills.
Yeah.
So in the NFC, they're saying Eagles, Lions, Rams, Commanders, 49ers. Wow. You agree with that?
No.
Which one do you say 49ers? No.
No.
Rams.
If the Lions stay healthy, no.
Lions,
Yes.
Commanders,
Yes.
Eagles.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can't believe I'm going to say this.
What you about to say?
If the Falcons get it together,
Oh, I can't believe that came out your mouth.
me either.
I can't
I'm
believe
going
it.
to have an out-of-body experience or something.
Wow.
But Atlanta was talented last year. just a few plays away from really,
What about the Packers and the
and,
Vikings?
and Green Bay and Minnesota.
Yeah.
Now the NFC North is going to be competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be real competitive. So J.J. McCarthy will be healthy this year, so he's going to be the quarterback.
And I'm telling you who frightens me in the AFC is the Broncos.
Denver. Yes. Yeah,
Broncos.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's just about all the time we have for this show. Want to thank you so much for watching. Want to thank everybody at My 35 The Lou. Want to thank the young man back in the control room, doing a great job, and we really appreciate everybody at the Lou and everybody here at Full Moon Barbecue for their hospitality. And did you order you something to eat?
Fried catfish.
Fried hard.
Fried hard.
What is fried hard? You always say that. What is that?
That means that the catfish is hard. Like when you bite into the skin, it's like,
What did Bernard order? Well, Larry Nix is a
what do Bernard order?
What did Bernard
The
order?
ribs, the fish, the salad, the burger.
We got enough time.
We showed
got
up. We'll be all
We got this. What else?
macaroni.
Take a break.
everything.
We'll not take a break, but that's
Well,
it for
to
the
be
show.
continued to the next show.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. The ribs,
The burgers,
burger,
fish, the corn,
the corn,
the onion ring,
the baked
the
potato,
potato,
the salad.
the salad. What else? The
And it goes on and
the
on and on.
baked potato, the baked potato and everything.